Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this week I'm going to be doing a fall look. I'm really excited about it. If you guys do not know, fall is like my absolute favorite season. I am so into Halloween. I'm into Thanksgiving. It is just my absolute favorite season. So this week I'm going to do just kind of a really glam fall look. And then I think maybe we'll put on some lashes. I don't know. But I'm just going to kind of go through this look and hopefully you all love it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, y'all. So getting right into it. Welcome to my first voiceover. Yay! Hopefully this all goes well. So right now I was fanning my face. I prepped it with some Fix Plus. Right now, I am probably trying to open my damn color correction. I am trying a color correction. I feel like around my upper lip area, like where my mustache is, it gets really dark. So I wanted to try a color correction and see how that would work for me and if I liked it. I know the color that I bought is definitely way too light for my skin. I realized that as I was doing it, but also drugstore makeup. So I have to find one that is going to be a little bit better for my skin. As I am putting this on, I'm then going to take my finger and just try and blend it out. I didn't want to use a brush or a beauty blender just because I didn't want it to take away from the product. I wanted to get as true of a reflection as I could. So I will go ahead and be quiet now and let you all watch. So now I am about to go in with my foundation, Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Chai, if you all cannot read that. I am going to take the foundation on my face with a nice little brush. Now I skipped my mouth area because I wanted to go in with the beauty blender. Again, I didn't want to take away from the product because I wanted to see as much as it could do. So as you can see, I'm going in with a beauty blender to go ahead and pat that foundation in instead of using a brush just because well, at least I felt like that was just gonna rub away from it. Now I am putting my eyeshadow primer on my face. I believe that one is from Too Faced as well. As I told you all, I do have oily eyelids, so I always use that eyeshadow base first because it keeps my eyelids from being oily, basically. So it's a really, really, really great product. All right, now going into, so instead of using my traditional concealer, I'm using a different concealer from, oh no, I forget what the name of it is, you all, but I'll put it in the description. But it basically is a white concealer because I wanted it to have a very pure white base on my eyes because I wanted the pigment of the eyeshadow to show up as much as possible. So I'm going in and just patting that in with a concealer brush. And then after that, I'm going to take a little beauty blender and just try to blend out the harsh lines as much as possible. I'm really looking kind of crazy, you guys, right now. So now I am about to take my blending brush. I'm going into the matte color on Interrupted. I'm going to put that right above my brow bone so that I have like a brown base to blend into. I absolutely love this matte color, you all. This really blends very well with my skin. It honestly is almost the exact color of my skin, which is really nice. So now that I am done with that, I'm going to head and take my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Oh, I lied. It's my MAC. My MAC palette from Jeremy Scott was a collection. I'm going to take the green color and I'm going to put that right underneath that brown shadow. Now, the color that I was kind of really looking to go for was like almost like an army green color. Now, this color in the palette, it almost looked as if it was like, I want to say like a grass green, but I felt like it really was not showing up exactly the way that I wanted it to. But the color itself was still going down the route that I was really thinking of. Always unprepared. So now I'm going into my subculture palette. I'm going to be taking one of the green colors out of there. Now that color is definitely an army green. I don't know why I didn't think about that in the first place, but guess what? Typically when I am doing my makeup, I'm just kind of thinking of this up on the fly, so I don't really prepare as much as I should, but I really want you all to see just like a realistic version of really what I do on a day-to-day basis. So now I'm taking that brown matte color Uninterrupted, just right over the first green color from the matte palette. I just wanted to really blend out that harsh line as much as I could with the green. I felt like there was a little bit too much separation in that. Now I'm going into my MAC Paint Pod, laying low, and I am going to basically kind of create a cut crease. If you all have never tried MAC's Paint Pods, they are absolutely awesome, so I highly recommend it. and they even have one in a pure white, which is really awesome. I have not been able to, every time I try and go on there and buy one, they're always sold out. So I have not been able to get a MAC paint pot in pure white, but one day I promise I will get it. So now I'm going back into that Subculture palette, and I'm going to use that orange eyeshadow color on the cut crease itself. As you can see, you guys, the pigment, it is fantastic. That is one thing that I absolutely love about all of Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, is that the pigment is just so unmatched. Now, it does have quite a lot of fallout, so always make sure that you take that into account, or that you're putting enough setting powder underneath your eyes so that it can catch that eyeshadow powder, that fallout. But really, that is my only complaint. I really don't care about it, because the pigment is just everything. Now I'm going into that very dark purple, and I'm going to put that on the outer edges of my eye just to kind of blend that in. I wanted to get something that was a little bit dark and could almost give it like a smoky effect. Ooh, this is looking cute so far, you guys. So right now I just basically wiped off all of that fallout from the eyeshadow, and I'm going to go straight into my concealer. Now, Too Faced Born This Way in the color Chestnut is my concealer. You guys, this sun was really killing my face. I did this video in the morning, so it was a lot of sun that was hitting me. Oh, there I am closing the blinds a little bit more so there's no much sun. So after my concealer, we all know I go into my translucent powder. This time I used my darkest translucent powder, which I don't remember the name of it. I honestly think it's just called like dark. I don't think that there's really any name to it. But I decided to use that because I didn't really I wanted a highlight, but I didn't want something that was going to be I guess super highlighted. I just kind of wanted something a little bit subtle. So now I'm going to do my under eye. I'm taking that purple again and just swiping that right underneath my eye. I'm probably going to go about either halfway or 3/4 of the way through my eye. Well, my bottom lash line. Now I am taking a yellow color. I don't think I showed this. No, I didn't. I'm taking a yellow color. It's almost like a mustard yellow and putting that in the very inner corners of my eyes on the bottom. I probably should have put an eye primer on the bottom just to make it pop a little bit more, but I think you can still see it. It's cute. Wiping off that translucent powder. Now, honey, you guys are probably looking at me like, why is there no foundation on her forehead right now? So, for this hair that I am currently wearing, there is bangs on it. So, whenever I have hair that has bangs on it, I do not do my forehead besides my eyebrows because I just feel like there's no point. It's going to be covered anyways. So right now I'm about to actually start doing my brows. I am doing this with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. It is a really great product if you all are looking for something to fill in your eyebrows with. My pomade that I have is pretty old and it's kind of starting to dry out, but I made my own little hack and put some coconut oil in there, just a little bit. Like, you don't want too much because you don't want it to turn kind of like soupy. Just something to kind of loosen up the product and basically undry it out, make it a little bit more moist. I know I hate that word, but I'm gonna say it, moist. Y'all, that eyeshadow is looking real bomb. I'm not even finished with the eye look yet, but it looks awesome on the camera. So here I was trying to even out my eyebrows. I think I kind of messed them up just a tiny bit, but again, perks of having a bang. Now I'm going in my MAC High Dimension blush in the color Telling Glow. I'm actually using it as a blush this time, you guys. Yay! Typically, for those of you who may be new, typically I use this for a highlighter just because it literally has so much dimension in it. But it is super pretty as a blush, super pretty as a highlight. You can always intermingle things like that. Now I'm going into my MAC pigment in the color Rose. I'm just going to put that in the very inner corner of my eye. Sometimes I like to do that just because it's a little bit eye-catching, especially in the sun. We're also putting that Telling Glow right underneath the brow bone. Now we're going to go into Bobbi Brown, my actual highlighter that I have. I love this highlighter. I've had this highlighter for a long time as well, but it's a really good highlighter. It looks fantastic on my skin. So right now I am putting on some liner because I'm putting on lashes, you guys. I think this is probably the first time that I put on lashes in my video. I don't put on lashes very often. I only use them really for like if I'm really looking to do a high glam look or maybe it's for a special occasion. I don't really wear the lashes that often just because I feel like with strip lashes, at least in my opinion, it pulls my lashes out a lot. So that's why I don't really wear them, but we're gonna wear them today. As you all know, I'm also not a big liner fan for my eyes, so I never put a super thick line, and I also do not do a cat eye with it. I think it, I don't know, I really just don't like the way that it looks on my eyes. I feel like it makes them look smaller, so I never do all of that. I just do a really thin line, something that's going to conceal the eyelash line. So the lashes that I'm using are from Ardell. I think they're just wispy lashes. I don't know what the number of them are. I lost the packaging to it, so I'm not really sure. I'm using my duo glue to go ahead and glue the lashes on, which is a really, really, really great glue if you've never tried it before for eyelashes. Ooh, yes. You guys can see that eyeshadow up close. She is a glamazon. Oh, well, that is the end, you guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Please be back. We're going to do Halloween makeup tutorials. Yay! All right, you guys. Thanks. Love ya. Bye.